Here's my custom painted helmet from Royall Designs. It turned out fantastic. He put a lion on it for me because my astrological sign is a Leo. And you can see in the light, there's this prism clear coat all over it. As the light changes, you can see how the colors come out in that kind of rainbow fashion. And then on the sides, he has all these gears in the background and a three-dimensional design. Looks like the claws shredded the side of the helmet. And then in the back is a very futuristic looking design. Kind of reminds me of a little bit of a Mandalorian type design. And then you can see all the fine detail of the hairs of the mane flowing with all the silver highlights. It's just awesome. And then on the other side, same thing. You have the same design with the shredded three-dimensional design and the gears all in the background of that. It just turned out fantastic. I love it. And a couple of things I learned also in the process. He said when I purchased the helmet, which I got off Amazon, it is best to get a helmet that if you're gonna custom paint it, that is white with a shine on it. And I thought maybe a matte would have been better just because then I feel like there'd be less sanding, but he said, no, he says you want the shine, you just want to be able to sand it a little bit to rough it up before you paint it, just so the paint sticks. And then I had asked him when he was telling me all this, I was fascinated at all the preparation and details that go into painting a helmet like this. And so I asked him to do some clips for me and send them along the way. And so I'm gonna put those at the end of this video so you can kind of see just what he sent me and the process that he went through in order to make this whole thing come to fruition. Hope you guys enjoy it.
Okay, I got Jesse's helmet here. I got it all taken apart. It's ready to go. I'm going to start sanding it here with some 400 grit sandpaper. Get it all sanded out. Get it ready for paint. That way I can start doing the graphics and the artwork and everything on it. Already kind of started sanding on the front here, and I forgot he'd asked for some videos. But it's an open face helmet. It's a very nice quality helmet. It's going to be fun to paint. It's got a great design going on it. Okay, I got it all sanded down with 400. This is the 400 grit. I use a dry sand the helmets. That way you don't get them wet. You don't get the insides wet. You can't get really that good. You can see it's kind of shiny in there still. So what I'm going to do now is I want to go over it with what's called a red Scotch-Brite. Looks like this. Looks like the green scouring pad you use to do your dishes. But it'll get down inside those crevices and around these bolt holes and the buttons and stuff like that. But that's it. Okay, I got it all sanded and ready to go. It's all masked off. I got to go around and check all the masking, make sure I didn't peel it up like some of these edges around the bolt holes got peeled up a little bit. And then you can see an edge right there on the black. I got to go and fix that, and I got to fix that. But other than that, this thing's ready to go. I'm going to set it aside. I got one more helmet to set to prime or to prep up and get it sanded too. And then she'll be ready for some first colors, which will probably more than likely be a black or a white, maybe an ivory white, and then because there's going to be a lot of silver and black and some metallics and stuff like that in it, but there's going to be some airbrushing too. Stay tuned. I spray away window cleaner to clean all the dust and contaminants off, and just use a paper towel with it, spray it on. Wipe it till it's dry. The helmet's already been masked up, as you can see, and it's got it's been sanded with 400 grit paper so the paint will stick. And once you get this all wiped down until it's completely dry, make sure you get all the way up against the rubber and get anything off the edge. And this is a good time to check your masking, make sure everything's down and not lift it up till you get any paint underneath. Not that if it gets on the rubber it can't be taken off. It can. It's very easy. And then I use a crystal. I like the yellow or beige color tack rag. I open it all the way up, and this just picks up any lint or dust or anything left by the paper. I'm gonna make it look like the sides are ripped. And it's too loud out here to do videos, so I just wanted to show you what I did so far. Kind of give you some close-up looks of what it looks like. Before I start masking it off, you can see the gears in the background. And when this gets cleared, it'll really look deep.
Here's our final product.
Oh, okay, I gotta talk. What I was getting ready to say was, whenever I painted it, I didn't give enough room for the bottom of the jaw for the top of this.
Okay.
So what you can do is, if you got somebody that's a fabricator, they can come and cut this off right here, just straight around.
That doesn't seem difficult.
Or you can just eliminate it, period. But that's her.
That's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Super cool.
And I'd try to call the company and see if they'd send you some black ones. All this is your Hans device. And for your Hans, just have them send you black ones. And they're just rubber. They just pop out and you just twist them in.
Okay.
But that's it.
Man, it looks super sharp.
Super heavy metallic silver for the stripes, and in the background behind the gears, and this is all silver here too. So, and then there's a little bit of a metallic over the whole thing. It's a prism.
That's the prism you were talking about.
Prism,
okay.
Yeah. And when the sun's shining bright, it'll.
Yeah, I agree. It's like, unfortunately, it's cloudy right now, but I'm sure in the sun it's gonna be even way more spectacular. Well, it's awesome. Thanks, Mike. I really appreciate it.
All right, thank you.